that bye week. Now we're gonna see what they can do with it. I love it.
Right. I love that. Yo, so let us go ahead and move on. Hey, the matchups of this week, we know what's going on tonight. It's all going to be crazy, but this and Janae now can join me on this side of the road. And the off season has begun for some of us teams. And as we know, and we actually documented this last Monday on what we called Black Monday, or coaches getting the boot Monday, or whatever you want to call it. The coaching carousel has stopped, and we had a couple more guys join the list. Now there is 8 coaching vacancies in the NFL at this moment. And Janae, this is quite interesting right now. Like, you know what I mean? All these guys that are out. Actually, matter of fact, let me put it right here.
We got it up here. I got it.
You got it? Bet.
We got the Raiders, Broncos, Jaguars, Dolphins, Bears, Vikings, Giants, and the Texans. Woo, Sean.
Oh.
That's a lot of teams, man. There's a lot of teams.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And at this time of the year, well, what's the one? Is there any that surprised you? I know you guys talked about this on Thursday.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah,
only because, they were on a high. They were actually riding a win out. Like, they were They won the last, I think, 6 games or 6 or 7 games.
Yeah.
They got better.
And that's the thing that I tried to wrap my head around this, and I almost think like maybe when he was at 1-7, there must have been something where they're like, you lose one more game and you're out of here. And then he kept the winning. And then at the end, he didn't make it in. So then they were like, okay, we were already going to do this, because it doesn't make much sense. Why? I know he wanted Deshaun Watson, though.
Yeah, 2 years on the job, Sean. 2 years on the job where they really weren't anything before he got there. Got a good defense, but they had to pick up. But the thing is, I felt like they were riding a high. Tua was hurt. What can you do when your quarterback is done, or out? I felt like he did the best what he could do. And I felt like, why not 1 year? One more year. And that, Nathan, I think that hit it on the head. I think he didn't like Tua. I think the owners and the GM like Tua.
Right?
Tua. And I feel like that situation, they're hoping to bring somebody in who wants Tua as well.
Right. Now, look. So he said, does anyone else smell something funny about Houston interviewing Brian Flores? I mean, hey, what'd you say, Nathan? Trust your eyes. Come on now.
Trust your eyes. And I think it's a true possibility. Look, they were talking about the day this man got released, he already got calls from teams. They see the potential. So, hey, I shout out to Brian Flores. I think he'll be at another position, another job. But any other team, Sean, that you were kind of like, wow.
Well, on your show, I was watching you guys, and one of the ones that other people had said, the Texans, David Culley getting fired. I really was shocked by that. But then I listened to, and shout out to Delilah Crespo. I listened to her, and one of the things that she was saying that kind of made a lot of sense is that, look, they still only won 4 games, and somebody had to go. Like, somebody was going to have to go. You couldn't get rid of the quarterback because Davis Mills actually had been playing better as this year progressed. The team played. They were playing, in a lot of those games, even though they weren't getting W's. And you just felt like David Culley was a fill-in guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And with this move, I don't think it was as much personal as it was, you didn't produce. You didn't. I mean, I know everything was
against though, Sean. I mean, so what's your time frame then? How much time do you feel a coach needs to get to be able to transform a team? Because we're talking about the Texans here.
Right. In my opinion, I think you got to give the guy a good 3 to 5 years. You have to. Give him a couple drafts, give him a couple off seasons where he can get free agents, where he can get some things established. I think the asterisk to this is that it depends on the situation, because in this situation, there wasn't any great coaches coming over here because of the fact that it was such a dumpster fire. Everybody knew. So when he got the job, it was kind of like, we already know this person's going to be, fighting from the bottom. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's not, you can't really expect him. You take
that coach and you put him in the dumpster fire, and then you expect him to do something within 1 year? I mean, like you said, at least 3-4 years would at least get you the opportunity to know what's up. You were maybe expecting Deshaun to come back. Right. Not to say, look, I'm not going to come back at all. And
the X factor.
Building your franchise off of either the rookie or Andy Dalton.
Well, right, and that's the X factor, though. The whole situation with Deshaun Watson, figuring if he's going to come back, figuring if he's going to leave, because in the mindset of the Texans, at least to us in the media, is that we want to keep you. We're going to do everything in our power to keep you. So if they've gone through a year and nothing happened where he left or anything, they might be trying to. And Nathan talking about Brian Flores getting interviewed. They might be trying to work something out where they can keep him in house and salvage it. I don't know,
Yeah. Plus, also, this team has Bill O'Brien's fingerprints all over it. Yeah. It does. Just the way that he kept players for too long, the way that he wanted to do his thing. You got rid of a top wide receiver. I just felt like 1 year with all that turmoil, like you were talking about, Sean, that's just crappy for you to give him the opportunity. And, and like you said, they were in games.
Right.
Look, we forget. Yeah, what do you say? There we go. Yeah. We forget Houston was the worst place to get a head coaching job last year. Cap hell. No picks in the first two rounds. Thank you.
Exactly. But that's my point. The writing was already on the wall. Anybody that took this job knew it was gonna be this terrible situation. So, and to get Cawley to come in there and take that job, you kind of knew because when he got hired, unless you're a deep insider in the NFL, you didn't know who this guy was. You know what I mean? True. He just looked like somebody that was going to fill in.
Take the fall. Right. Take the fall.
There you go. Because let's be honest with you, we all know how bad things were with the front office, with the team, with the cap, with everything. Wouldn't you want to bring in a big name coach to be like, here, build it. We trust you. We'll give you the tools. Yeah. No, they brought in this guy.
That's true.
I mean, I think the agenda. I think
we basically think it was a setup from the beginning.
Yeah, I don't think they had any plans of keeping the guy from 21 Jump Street, to be honest with you. But look, we see the other 5 on this list. David Cawley obviously is one of them. Joe Judge, Brian Flores, Nagy, Zimmerman, Fangio, Urban Meyer, and Gruden. Now, Meyer and Gruden most likely will not be getting another position. But those other guys, is there anybody that you think might be sought after? Yeah.
I think that this Black Monday or Fired Monday or Get Your Butt Out of Here Monday, I think it actually was the better of the times that I've seen. I think that some of these teams needed to part ways because, I mean, I was kind of shocked. Not necessarily, Zimmer. I was kind of seeing Zimmer not coming back as a head coach, but definitely a coordinator. Definitely a coordinator. Right. Don't think he's head coach material. I just don't think nowadays we're looking for coaches with a little bit more zest. I think that's why they're out there like seeing how cutthroat Dan Quinn is and how he's really personable. I think that's why he's going to get another job. Even though he got fired from Atlanta, he's got the personality to rally up a team. And Zimmer is just, I feel like he'll be a coordinator, but you got to have that zest to be a head coach.
Yeah, of any of these guys, I think he has a track record. I mean, the team has been decent. A couple years ago, they were in the NFC Championship game, the Vikings were. We know what's the deal with Cousins. We know how they're drafted well with Jefferson, Dalvin Cook. Some of that defense was solid from a couple years back. So, he can get it done.
The $46 million.
Completely. Look, we know how they were spending money. We know how much they still owe Kirk. You know what I mean? Man still getting paid. He's still getting paid, man.
Still getting paid. Ever since he left Washington, he's getting paid.
Shout out to you, buddy. Shout out to you. All right, that's what I got for you.
Y'all could have used him last year. this year.
We could have used him this year, last year, the last couple of years. Look, I wanted him to go until he left. Then I was like, oh,
come back, come back, cousins.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, this season, I felt like all the people that were fired deserved it, except Brian Flores. I just felt like, damn, man.
Yeah.
In the Texan situation with the 1 year, I will give him that. But yeah, Brian Flores, that really hit me hard because I felt like he could have been one of the ones that can really turn it around. We weren't even talking about Miami until Brian Flores got there.
Exactly. So hopefully he gets a job. And as we've seen, he's getting a number of interviews. So that's absolutely perfect that he's still in rotation.
Yep.
Hold up. Why do you do this to me? Okay. Before the injury, he was still Mr. Checkdown, but he was a solid QB. After the injury, that's the look you're getting right now.
It's the story of Washington's life with Washington's QBs.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll get one coming out of the draft this year, Sean.
Don't start with me right now. Look, I have a little gray period where I don't have to worry about this stuff. Don't do that. All right? I'm good. I can enjoy you losing and me not worried about anything until the name change. We're good.
Hey, Ablo said it, man. Flores and Cully were deserved. I think so too, man. I just think that they were the ones that kind of shocked me. I just couldn't believe that would happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, so Janae, let's go ahead. Let's move on. We're coming close to the